stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Ringo. Rhino.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
And if so, we'll see plenty of runs that will be big time in 2018. Because in 2017, he took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to get him outside of the first round and plug him into the lineup. They expect him to be big time in this season.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Four down. Rhino! First! Where's your hard?
A first down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
All right, now here we go, oh. Pacer.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up there.
Wait, hot.
Cousins again. Touchdown, Minnesota. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
4 down. Check. Check 15.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to... And how about this, a fake? Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. He's got his man. It's Williams. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
4 down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Here we go. 58.
4 down. Alert.
Get 300.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he got out of the backfield. This will be a rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
4 down.
No. 319.
Hey, check five.
Hey, check 26.
Too little, cut.
We are going.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Bus formation, bus formation. Come on, boys, come on. He's checking. Crash.
Wide right. Hey, 88. Jumbo!
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Zoom.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Going right.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, four down.
Hey, where y'all going?
Hey, alert three. Check 43.
Here we go. 58.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Flex. Over. Hey, check 26. Gun. Hey, 50.
Now it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On second down, Cook. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well. To throw, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Spurs, Spurs. Black.
On third down, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Graham. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Now Crosby for the point after. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Gun. Black.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Drew Kaiser now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hurry up, hurry up.
4 down, 4 down. Alert. Check. Fresno. Check. 50.
Hey, where y'all going?
On second down, here's Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A dump underneath to Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On first down, Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Zoom. Jumbo! Where y'all going?
Rodgers will try again on second down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
Mike 55.
Jumbo! Hey, check 26. Jumbo!
Mike 55.
Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And an alley to run. The 40, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Aldrick Robinson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Go ahead,
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down.
Zoom. Hey, where y'all going?
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He finds an opening past the 40. This is Cobb with a catch right side. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Rodgers now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers going to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Oko, over here.
55's Mike.
To throw on second down. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Rodgers now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Zoom.
Now Rodgers lets it fly deep for Cobb. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
319.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Zoom.
Everyone's got four down.
Zoom.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, we're good. Where's that?
2nd down, Cousins. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gun.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Adams has it, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Eric Kendricks coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
319. Jumbo.
Rodgers now to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Adams on the hookup. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, where y'all going? Shift. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. Shift. 319.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Blue 58.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Check Kali. Zone left, Kali.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Yeah, Liz. Look at you.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down.
No. Green 18. We are going. Jumbo. Green 18.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Single. Single in the slot.
Through.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Right. Yellow. Through.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Over.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's third down.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?